I'm here with Arizona State players Jayden Daniels, Chase Lucas. Fellas, how you doing?
Great, man. How are you?
I'm getting there.
Man, I'm doing good too. Thanks for having us.
I appreciate you guys being here. I want to start with this, Chase. How do you feel seeing your third president as an Arizona State player?
Man, it's a good blessing, man. Honestly, I've took my wins, took my losses, but figured like if I could do something real good, it was just to win a Pac-12 championship here and go on to the Rose Bowl and win that here and just become a 4-8-0 and Chandler and Arizona legend, man. And that's the only thing that came through my mind.
Nah, man, I'm with that. Jayden, I want to follow up on that because you made a little bit of noise talking about, hey, I'm trying to get to a Rose Bowl. I'm trying to get a Rose Bowl win. What is it going to take for Arizona State to do that?
For us, I mean, it's just the camaraderie, you know. We want to do it for people like Chase, you know, from the state of Arizona. Coming from Cali, I was always big on, you know, USC, UCLA, you know, SC always winning natties, all that. So going somewhere else, Arizona, where they haven't experienced something like that, I want to be able to give them that feeling of how we felt out here in LA.
So, Chase, as we mentioned, Jayden is going into year 3, which means that the man has still thrown fewer interceptions than he's played years football. I want to know who picking him off in practice.
Man, hey, I'm not gonna lie. I actually was talking to somebody about this the other day. The way he plays in the game is exactly how he practices. You know what I mean? If he sees a bad decision, he's not gonna throw the ball. He's gonna end up running it. You know what I mean? But I love the way he plays. I love the way he practices. I just love him as a leader, man. I'm really blessed to have him as my last year here as a quarterback. And like I said, I think he's gonna do the thing and get what we needed done out here in Arizona.
Jayden, what was it like for you after playing a full freshman year and then trying to get through 2020?
It was hard. I'll say it was hard for anybody on our team, especially. It was a mental challenge, you know. Going out there, you playing a full year, and then you don't know if you playing football. Like, you got football taken away from you. Plus, we lost that game at USC, and then we come off and we have a month off. So it was a mental challenge, you know. But we're ready to get back out there because everything we experienced last year, we're just ready to play now.
Right on. I would be remiss if I didn't ask each one of you to share a story with us about Coach Edwards, the first time you figured out, oh, Coach Herm, different.
Oh, yeah. He actually, I think the first story I got was when I first met him, and he hugged me, and he was like, man, you know, are you ready for this? And I told him, I was like, man, I'm ready. I'm ready to learn from the best. I'm ready to actually get out there and play. And he told me, he was like, man, you remind me a lot of myself, you know, as a young cat, and I'm just here to help you, and I want to get you into that first round. Well, that was 4 years ago. You know what I mean? I said there's a lot of wins, a lot of losses, but, you know, him sticking through with me thick and thin and just telling me the same thing every year, it's just kind of like a reboot. Like, all right, man, I got to get this done for him. So I think that's probably the best thing about him, man. He just believes in you. If he believes in you, he'll tell you that all the time and do anything for you. So I think that's probably one of my best stories for him.
Jayden?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was back when he was recruiting me, Arizona State. I came in the picture late, but he had came up to my house on a home visit. He sat up there and talked to my grandpa that had just passed, and he told my mom, he was like, your baby come here, I got him. I looked him straight in the eyes, and he's been a man of his word ever since. So, you know, he's just a real genuine dude, and he's always looking out for me, looking out for the players. But he always said he was going to have me if I went to ASU, and he ain't lied since.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I want to pivot to what I think are some fun questions, right? So please, by all means, have fun with them. Chase, we'll start with you.
Cool.
Who was your favorite past college football player?
Favorite past college football player. Well, since I was in high school, I was a running back, man. I didn't switch to DB till college, so I got to go to Cali, man, bro. Reggie Bush. That's
okay.
And plus, I'm probably dating myself. I'm 24. You know what I mean? I feel way older than him, so I got to really see him when I was younger, and I just always looked up to him as like kind of like a college god. Like, he was just one of them dudes that you couldn't be stopped.
See, Chase over here going to be renting a car to come up to media. Jayden, about you? Who was your favorite past college football player?
I'll say before I got in college, it was Deshaun Watson. You know, just the way he plays, his style of play, and what he did at Clemson, hands down how hard he always played no matter what the situation was.
Right on. Chase, who on the team would you most want to date your sister?
Whoa. Michael Turk, hands down. He's probably best punter in the nation. Probably one of the nicest dudes you ever meet. And you know, I think he's a real Christian man, and I believe like he would do my daughter good. He would do my daughter right.
Right on.
Yeah.
About you, Jay?
Jeez. I would say I'm gonna piggyback off him. It's not too typical, but Ladarius Henderson.
Okay.
You know, like you said, real Christian man. I mean, I lived with him, so I mean, I know how he treats ladies, and I would have a problem with that.
Right on. Chase, who has the best uniforms in college football not named Arizona State?
Ooh, I gotta keep it in the Pac-12, man. Oregon.
Okay.
That Nike, Phil Nike treating them right up there, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Jayden, what about you?
It's the same with me. You know, growing up, looking up to Oregon. You know, you always want to play in the uniforms, play in that stadium. So I mean, you just can't beat that.
Right on. All right, fellas. So I put together what I thought was the best all-time Pac-12 offense and defense. Take a look at that. Tell me who I missed. Who you taking off? Why? Jayden, you got the offense. Chase, you got the defense. Feel free to switch.
What you gotta have C. McCaffrey though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Man, you would be amazed how many people want to give me static over that.
Nah, you need to put him in there. I think that's good. Brandon Cooks too.
Brandon Cooks did go. He did with the blend.
Got that short king energy.
He did.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm 5'5" over here. I'm gonna ride for the short dudes. I
love it. I love it. No, I think you got this. I think you got the defense good, man. No lie. Terrell Suggs, Scooby Wright. I like all the
Man,
names.
people be bagging on Scooby too.
Nah, Scooby was that dude.
Right?
He was that dude. Back in 2014, I'll never forget. He was that dude.
Tackling machine.
Tackling. I think he had like 100
Yeah.
like 20 tackles in one season.
I want to say it was like 149 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, people
bro.
yelling.
See, at least we know. You know what I mean?
Mike Williams
No.
too. Yeah.
Cole, right?
Mike Williams.
Nah, you got this.
Now, Jayden, you got that offense. You got that right. You got running backs. You got wide receivers. Are you handing the ball off more or are you throwing it more?
I'm throwing it.
Asking a quarterback. I'm asking a quarterback.
They both could catch out the backfield.
I was just going to say,
They
everybody
both could catch out the backfield.
everybody making house calls.
Man.
That's actually a really good team.
Right on, right on.
I like that.
Well, Jayden Daniels, Chase Lucas, thank y'all so much for taking the time. And be sure to catch the clip, #1 ranked show, Twitter, social, wherever it is you guys are.
Man,
Thank
appreciate you, man. Thank you for the opportunity.
Here with Arizona State head coach Herm Edwards. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I kind of like your jersey. I was kind of surprised when I walked in. I looked at that dress, and I'm always going 16 and said, what quarterback wore 16? Right? I was just kind of thinking of that. And you told me.
Well, see,
I saw that movie.
we're going to revisit.
Okay.
We're going to revisit shortly.
Okay, good.
Okay, it's going to be fun. But I want to talk about your team for starters.
Sure.
Right? So I got to talk with Jayden and Chase, obviously two leaders on your football
Yes.
team. But I was joking with Chase that, you know, he's on his third president as an Arizona State football player. But what is it like for you to have that kind of returning leadership everywhere?
You mentioned it. In any good team is driven by the players at any level, and you want to hand it to them. And I think that's been the whole basis of what we've talked about when I first arrived there. I said, look, you know, this team needs to be led by the players. I'll give you some direction, but eventually you guys have to have a voice. It's good to have guys like Chase who's been there, who's been in a lot of football games, who knows the conference, knows how important it is to prepare, because historically for us, we've played a lot of young players. We seem to always play, you know, our first year there, we played 8 freshmen, either side of the ball that had ended up starting. We still have the ability to do that, play a lot of young players, and I think when you leave high school, you go to college, it's a different level, and the skills are fine, the talent is fine, but the work habits, the study habits. And for guys like Chase, who's been there now, understands the importance of that, he can basically kind of tell those guys, look, it's always good when it's coming from a player, a veteran player that they respect, that has played a lot of conference games, right? That, hey, look, we got to do this. So it's great to have his voice a part of our team.
I was joking with Jayden about having thrown fewer interceptions than he's played years of college football. But for you, what's it like to not have to yell at your quarterback about taking care of the football?
Well, that's the first thing, you know, we talked about when he first arrived. And to his credit, I told him, look, I'm not going to throw everything at you. I'm not going to ask you to go back, throw 30, 40 passes a game. I said, we're going to run the football and get you used to playing college football. And then the next year, He turns around. I go, okay, go ahead, knock yourself out, go play. And he does a great job of protecting the ball. But I think some quarterbacks just have that DNA. Sometimes he's almost too cautious, where there could be a play where he could maybe, I don't want to turn over. And I think he understands that in college football in today's world, and even I've grown accustomed to this as well, you got to score points. And the way you score, you got to throw it. You got to throw the ball to score. You run to win, but you got to throw the ball.
Let's say like, y'all put up some points last year.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
But I think when you think about it, you have to be in the high 30s. I mean, when you look at most games, that's how it kind of shakes out that way. It's like when you hear 40 to 48 or 40 to 50, it's like, oh, okay. When I first came into college football, I was like, what? What are we doing? Play defense. Well, you can still play defense, but you might give up 30.
Right.
Right? Because of the way the ball is thrown around and the talent that these young people have on offense. The people that possess the ball, whether it's a quarterback that can run, whether it's a tight end, whether it's wide receivers or runners, these guys are very talented.
I'm also just going to add football slanted to the offense. I'm just going to add that. That's a caveat.
Well, look, fans don't, they don't come to games want to watch. We live in a world where scoring is important.
Yes.
Right? And anything, right? Scoring is like, now, they want defense the last 4 minutes of the game when you would leave. Defense, stop them. Right? I get that. I understand that.
Okay. Coach, I want to pivot to what I think are some fun questions.
Sure.
First one is, what is the last job you had before becoming a football coach? For you, let's amend that to before you played professional football.
Last job I had. Ooh.
Your last day job.
Didn't have a day job because I was in high school. Well, in the summer, right? In the summer, had a job one time when I went to Cal, and it was paving roofs with the tar. And, in the summer job, right? So I go on this job, and I'm excited because, we're going to get paid some money, and I'm excited about going, and error in judgment. I had white Converses on. And so I go, and 20 minutes into this deal, look, I'm not doing anything. I'm the guy that's going to get the buckets and bringing it up on the ladder to the guy on the roof. And I'm looking at my shoes, and they're like they're black, and it was hot. And the tar was heavy. I lasted all of about till 2 o'clock. And then I tapped out. I went back to the office the next day and said, guys, give me a custodial job or something. I said, that tarring thing, I know I'm making some more money, but I'm not built to do that one. That's hard work, man. Hard work.
Very much so. I mean, I'm thinking about Shawshank Redemption, but that's a scooter trail. It's a scooter trail. All right, Coach. I put together what I thought were the best all-time Pac-12 offense and defense. This is the defense.
This is the defense.
This is
Yeah,
the defense.
Okay.
Please take a look at that. Tell me who I left off.
Ronnie Lott. Here we go. Eric Weddle. Maluga. Steven Hinger. Terrell Sugg. Guski. Yeah. You got some guys here now.
It's tough.
Yeah.
League's good.
Yeah. Look. It's hard to get them all, but this is a good list now.
Well, take a look at the offense. While you think about the defense.
It'll be interesting if you have my guy there.
Who's your guy? Did I have him?
Mike Williams, Ron Gary, Reggie Bush.
No?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay.
Matt Liner.
Okay.
Chuck Muncie.
Why does Chuck need to be on this list?
Well, not because I was on the same team with him. But
Well,
just we talking about a big, physical. No one could tackle him. No one could tackle him. You go watch Pac. We were in the Pac-8.
right.
You go watch tape against that guy. It wasn't even close. You talking about Jim Brown?
Uh-huh.
He was like Jim Brown in college football in the Pac-8.
It's tough.
He was about 6. Chuck was about 6'2", 6'3". I mean, great athlete. Could run, could catch. he was, a bigger guy doesn't give you the wow factor. Like Reggie, I'm not saying Reggie shouldn't be on there. Reggie, yeah, because all this. And,
Right.
It was one of those, whoa. He's one of the whoas.
Okay.
And could run. I mean, I'm telling you, man, this dude he was special. Now, he passed away, obviously, but he was pretty dynamic. You ought to go back and just, I'm not saying put him on there, but just go watch him.
No, I have my homework assignment, and I will go do my homework.
And you'll be surprised.
Okay.
You'll go, man, this big old dude, man, look at this guy. He's just different.
All right.
Different cat.
Arizona State head coach Herm Edwards. Thank you so much, Coach.
God bless you. Thank you.
Hey, kinfolk, I appreciate you for watching. Subscribe here and ring the bell so you don't miss the latest upload to the channel. Also, be sure to watch more videos here, like FS1 Studio shows and the best from Fox Sports and Fox Sports Digital.